Hi, my name is Randy Snow. In this video I'd like to talk about Mitt Romney and why I think he would not or is not qualified to be president, or at least is not the person America is looking for at this time, in this very difficult time that we face economically. He's running on the platform that he understands the economy and Mr. Obama does not. First of all, I'd like to preface this video by saying that I am pro-capitalism, pro-free enterprise. I think it's the best system for economic prosperity for any country, especially America. But obviously government plays a role, plays a huge role, whether I like it or anyone else likes it. It's government is very much interwoven throughout our economy, and to think government can't or cannot play a role or can't or should not play a role in rejuvenating our economy simply flies in the face of logic. So sometimes people try to trap me or trick me into or trick some of my statements into making others believe that I'm some sort of a socialist, and it's simply not the case. Government has a social contract with this country. It's right in our Constitution. So I do believe there is a social element to American government, but I am very much pro-capitalism. Now, as far as Mitt Romney goes, he grew up in a time, or he's going to school in a time when America was facing an aging industry, bloated unions, and a dogmatic middle class. Also at the time, there was a hungry third world eager to have a part in America's prosperity. There was willing labor to work for twice as hard for pennies on the dollar all over the world. So this presented obviously an opportunity for American business. Mitt Romney at the time went to school at Harvard Business School, and he was schooled in how to take advantage of this global shift in the human economic condition. Now, I'm going to continue this speech, but I just wanted to also make a side note here, is I'm speaking against the gravity of popular thought. So if I appear sometimes a little bit hesitant, or I stutter, or I'm grasping for my next thought, keep in mind I'm speaking against the gravity of popular thought. It's a lot like walking up a very steep hill. It's a strainful practice. It's a difficult way of communicating, and if you don't believe me, all I can do is tell you, or all I can tell you is to try it sometime, and you'll find out how hard the things I'm saying on video are. I have to be short, I have to be concise, I have to be relatively simple in order to get the message across, and it's not an easy thing to do in order to explain a very complex problem, America's economy, in simple short videos. So I'm doing my best. Now, Mr. Romney, he was a skilled and able corporate turnover artist and efficiency expert. There's no doubt about that. And he worked very hard at that, and he was very successful at making money, choreographing the streamlining of American business, shifting expensive production domestically over to overseas, less expensive factories. And that's how he basically made his money at Bain Capital. And he did a very good job in doing it at the time. We can argue whether or not that was a socially responsible thing for our government to allow businesses to do this, but that doesn't take away from the fact that Mr. Romney was very good at operating and streamlining American business. But in today's stalled economy, America does not need an efficiency expert. This is another thing I've said. American businesses have already mastered the art of efficiency, of efficient production. So we don't need an efficiency expert to run the country right now. We need bold and innovative ideas. We need economic risk-taking. The baby boomer class have been in a comfort zone, and they've been able to rely upon guaranteed returns on investment, on financial investment. And those conditions simply are not sustainable any longer. And I've said this over and over again in previous videos. Now, when this whole shift in production started about 40 years ago from America over to overseas countries, um, America was able to continue to grow and prosper because we had a technological boom, then we had a real estate boom, and but the technological boom is obviously it ballooned, it matured, it blossomed, but it is no longer it's no longer in this huge growth stage that can propel our economy anymore. So now we need to rely on more traditional methods of stimulating our economy. Obviously, we can't. The real estate boom was followed the technology boom, and that thing mushroomed and ballooned and eventually exploded. We do need to stabilize real estate, and I've mentioned ways of doing that in previous videos. But right now, I'm talking about Mitt Romney. I don't think Mitt Romney is, if you just look at his routine political gaffes on TV, I think he really lacks foresight. And I think he lacks a true understanding of the economy. I think he's awkward. I think he lacks a feel for the rhythm of our changing economy. And for that reason alone, those characteristics alone that he has disqualify him as a leader in these very tumultuous and difficult times. We need somebody with the instincts and the intuition and characteristics and the ability to make decisions under stress, under pressure, and he simply doesn't have those skills, and he never had those skills. He would make an excellent efficiency czar for our government in streamlining defense spending and streamlining healthcare. So he could play a huge role in our economy and a very effective role, and he could help benefit our economy in that way as an efficiency expert in areas of government spending. Like I said, I think we could have a strong defense and a more efficient healthcare system that would be better for our seniors if we had somebody that would help in streamlining those two operations. I think Romney would play that kind of a role and do a very good job in doing so. Basically streamlining bloating government. So from that standpoint, I think Mitt Romney would make an excellent participant in our government. Thank you very much. My name is Randy Snow.